Hello, welcome to Podcast versus Player. We're doing another review, can you believe it? This time we're looking at the Maono DM30 cardioid condenser microphone, which was very kindly sent to us by Maono, but it in no way influences what we think of the product. Now, normally on these reviews, I would do the first half of the review with the Audio AT2020, but instead, I thought I would do the entire thing with the DM30. Now, it doesn't come with a pop filter. I have taken the pop filter from my other Audio Technica AT2020, taken the pop filter from that and put it on this, as they are a very similar design. If you're looking for a microphone that complements your game aesthetic, the Maono could have you covered with the DM30. This is their first foray into the world of gaming peripherals, and it comes with a modest yet pleasing RGB trim around the bottom of the microphone. Design-wise, the DM30 looks like a variant of the Maono AU-PM320S, but it feels much less of an AT2020 clone, as I've just said. And it does sport a much more refined and sleek look, along with the phase controls for mute, microphone gain, and headphone volume. A positive thing from one of the previous Maono microphones that we looked at is this is made of metal. So the microphone is metal and the grill is metal, but the top and the dial are both plastic. It's quite a weighty microphone, and with the included stand, it is 1.61 pounds, so it's very heavy for such a small little thing. This is the base of the stand, and basically this arm folds down and turns into a stand and screws into this, but it's very low, too low for me, so I've opted to just stick it onto a boom arm. The stand itself does reduce vibrations and structure-borne sounds, and there is a high-density polyurethane pad between the arm and the microphone unit. One thing to note, the DM30 doesn't support a shock mount, and from the research I did, it doesn't look like Maono actually sell one for it, and I couldn't find any. I've got about 4 or 5 shock mounts, and none of them fit the DM30, so that may be something that you may have to consider as well. But it does, as you can hear, picks up quite a lot of noise. As long as you're not banging around like a maniac, you'll be okay. I've just noticed as well, out of the corner of my eye on the box, it does come in various different colours. We have a white one, we have a black one, we have a blue one, and we have a pink one. Obviously, we've got the black one, so it's massively irrelevant, but if you are thinking of purchasing this, just know that there's different colours. There you go. The DM30 is coming in at $59.99 over on the Maono website and Amazon.com and .co.uk, which isn't a bad price for a very feature-rich microphone. So for £60, you are getting a microphone with a volume dial, with a mute button, that also doubles up as headphone audio. Now, like the headphone monitoring, which is also a feature you wouldn't normally find on a £60 microphone as well. So that's all very good. Now, I may be mistaken on this, I may have to put a little edit in, but I'm pretty sure the DM30 is Maono's first microphone that has Maono Link. So if you have seen an Elgato Wave microphone, this will be very similar to you, because this is basically exactly what it is. So with the Maono Link, you can control how bright the lights are on the microphone, or you can turn them off completely, or you can change the color if you just want a solid color, or stick with the rainbow effect, which is what I've just got on here. Now, we are currently in the advanced tab, and basically what this is this controls everything of your microphone. So we've got our gain, which I've currently got set to 78, but we can turn that down a little bit, probably drop it down to, say, 64. Headphone volume monitoring. So if I don't want to hear myself, I can press that, and now I can no longer hear myself other than the perimeter of the room. But if I turn it back on again, I can hear myself in my ears, just like a real person does. We also have an equalizer, so we have flat, we have a high pass filter, we have a presence boost, and we have a high pass filter and presence boost rolled into one, like a delicious Christmas cake. Now, I don't really need a high pass filter, so I'm just going to keep it on the presence boost, because I like the radio-esque like sound that you get from it. We also have a limiter, so if I was being exceptionally loud, we have this limiter available that will help cut off things, so it'll stop getting like if I go too close to the microphone, this should be able to pick it up and prevent it from going too mental. Whereas if I have it up, it doesn't. Can you hear the clip-ins? Now, apologies that was very... that might have been very loud in your ear, so I'm sorry. And we also have a compressor, but we're not going to mess about with the compressor. So on the standard tab, there's a little bit less control. But we have deep, and we have natural, and we have bright, and we have legacy. And I think legacy is just using elements of the advanced tab, but I'm not too sure. So we're going to switch back to the advanced tab because I like the sound of this. So for £60, I think you would be very hard pressed to find a better sounding microphone with as much features. Now, I don't think it's the best microphone Maono have made, but I think for the price, the price to feature ratio, you're getting a lot for your money. So if you're playing games or you're talking to your friends on Discord or anything like that, this thing's exceptionally good, far better than Discord deserves. But I do think it is a little bit weak when it comes to some of the sound and some of the frequencies. But all in all, I think with a good setup, but if you get yourself a boom arm or you have a boom arm, then you are good to go. So all in all, do I recommend this microphone? Yes and no. Yes, if you are just after a decent sounded, reasonably cheap microphone for playing friends on Discord and stuff like that, fantastic. If you're doing podcasts, you could probably get away with using this as well. After messing around with the sound and stuff, it's not too bad. But anything more ambitious, I think you are going to be pushing your luck with it. But yeah, feel free to check it out, and you can check more out at podcastversusplayer.com, where there's more reviews, more let's plays, more podcasts, and more things that you can shake a stick at. And we'll see you on the next one. Bye. Who told me when they buried the man who invented Tetris, the whole cemetery disappeared? Who's told by the vet his cat's in heat? You didn't even know she was famous. Who finds it ironic that to claim disability benefits you have to jump through a lot of hoops?
Jesus Christ.
Who always says, cut out the middleman, piss on a jellyfish? He's always saying that.